is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That is caught. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now Wilson on 1st down. There's another one complete to Chenault. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kayvon Thibodeau. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit, and put some points on the board on this one.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Giants at 4-3, a game over 500. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. They're taking it right down Broadway.
And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 25-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
We're giving up respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. quarterback will send this one away after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They go play action now. Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. There's Wilson to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return comes Cobb. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Hall again. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would have.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 63 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. New York's offense back out there and set to go. We are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Kayvon Thibodeau. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
With it is Jackson. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll set up a throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that makes the score 21-0.
21, Jets, nothing. Ricky Bullock set to kick off.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Wilson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On the return, Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The middle with Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Good running from Barkley there on 1st down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
22 yards. And the Jets first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, New York.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Wilson's throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. A good pickup there, a 22. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Jets,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.